This British fugitive had 2 fake Bahamian passports in his possession. And you can tell me the Bahamian passports ain't for sale? Yes, listen, it's stupid. And we must not act stupid or allow people to think that we are stupid. We have to demonstrate that we know how to act with wisdom and in common sense. Stop letting people just use us and misuse us. And you have to understand that this passport crisis that we are having is tied to our election crisis, because now they are using passports as a system to register persons automatically. That's why you can have a public forum with the Parliamentary Registration Department where these jackasses can tell you that they're not required to verify where someone lives in order to register them. So they can live in Haiti and be registered in the Bahamas because they have a Bahamian passport. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. And so that's how they are able to create this voting bloc that they're doing. And so we have a bloated voters register with people on it who we don't know and probably will never know, who all of a sudden have rights to be marching in our polls and deciding who our governments are for us. This is the mess that we're dealing with this whole passport mess. They're trying to tell you, oh, they say so. But the public information is that voter registration numbers are at a historic peak. All kind of people could vote because they have passports. And the manager selling, and the NIB manager selling. The NIB manager selling what? Selling national insurance cards to lead to the ownership shortly of passports. They'll be legitimizing people in our country to vote against us. Make that make sense? Help me here. Cassius Stewart wrote something the other day. I love this. Because this election is coming up. We got a by-election coming up in 90 days. And we got a general election coming up before September of next year. But Cassius Stewart wrote this. He said 1 year to go until the next election. And the big question is this: where are the 68,000 Bahamians who did not vote in the last election? Will that number increase this time? This is a frightening reality. Because here are the facts. The opposition F&M got 45,770 votes. And the governing PLP got 66,413 votes. Both of them individually received fewer votes than the 68,000 Bahamians who stayed home. So, you're hearing that. The F&M get 45,000 votes. The PLP gets 66,000. Well, let me put it this way. The F&M got 46,000. The PLP got 66,000. And 68,000 people said, we ain't voting. For whatever reason. 68,000. There's more of us than them. 68,000 people have decided for whatever reason to abstain from the process, to have decided that they are frustrated so much with the PLP and F&M that they chose not to go to the polls. 68,000 people have the capacity to determine where our election should go. 68,000 people who did not vote in the last election. 68,000 non-voters beat out PLP and F&M by staying home.